Hi, how are you? I hope you all will be fine. Today I'm going to talk about a very important subject matter, which I think has not been very much highlighted because of its some sensitivity or some you can say conflict with the policies. But I'm not going to touch that part. Only I'm going to talk about that when we know that most of the people have psychological issues. Even normal people have psychological issues, but they are of, these are of no harm. They don't bring any harm to other people. But when we go through news, when we go through social media, so we come across some news about that how a wife or how a husband or how people have abducted a girl and kept it for 20 years as a slave or like these kind of things. So basically, this is a very important matter to be discussed because what we, for the first time, we see a person. As we have good intentions, so we look at them with the same perspective, and we say that okay, this person is nice, this person is a little bit rigid, this person is looks angry, so I will not talk to that person. But sometimes it happens that in the first meeting, one decides that okay, that person is harmless, and starts to trust that person. And when the person, or you can say the later on becomes a victim, that person feel comfortable in the presence of that person, and even go to some place to sit with that person or like this. So I feel that it is because we do not have come up with certain measures, with certain knowledge about how to be safe from such incidents, and how we can understand human. You can say if a person has some very deep psychological issues like schizophrenia, like you can say narcissism, like ADHD or bipolar disorder, and like other psychological issues, psychosis. Like so, how in a first glance we can understand this thing, because this can save us from being you can say falling into a trap. So in my opinion, I have observed that there are certain you can say signs, as we say body language, or we can say a sign language. They both, the composition of both, if people start to understand this, the composition of these both signs language and the body language, so there might be a possibility that these occurrences will become quite less in number, because the one when see that sign will become alert, and that person will not try to trust that person, another person, in a first meeting or in a first glance. So we talk about basically what are these signs, what are these you can say that body language which you can alarm, which you can warn you that don't go for that person. And the first one is that we talk about eyes. And we have noticed that whenever a person has some psychological issues, so if someone has studied, because psychologists and other these people, they know that there is a certain message into the eyes of these people. So these if they can be understood, and they can be you can say become an information and spread throughout the people, even in on a educational level. So I feel that this number of these incidents will become quite less, because people will be already they will be alert that no, we do not have to fall for that trap. Sometimes we feel that a person will be smiling, but his eyes will be totally cold, like that icy look will be in the eyes, and that will sometimes it gives you impression that why that person has that icy look, as on the other hand he is smiling. So that conflict of the smile and the icy look in his eyes, telling there's something, there is a difference between in his response. There is a difference between them. So when there is a difference between his smile and his eyes, you can say the way the message it conveys. So you will be alert, and you will be you will be careful. The next thing is that sometimes if you fall prey for that trap, and you agree to go to some place to sit, to have a cup of coffee, or to have a light chat with that person, so you have to look into the eyes of that person. If you see a glimpse of, and at the same, you can say, sharpness, or the same, you can say, the shine into the eyes when a predator is about to catch its prey. So it means that you have to understand that, okay, he thinks that he has deceived that person, and his prey has fallen into the trap. So you have to be continuously monitoring his eyes and his body language. That is, body language means when he obviously, when he feels that he is near to the catch that prey, or to influence that prey, or to you can say deceive that prey. So there will be a shaky movement in his body, because he will be, or she will be, very excited in that moment. So it means that you have to understand these things. And the furthermore is that whenever you agrees to sit in his car, and that moment you try to look at his or try to observe his body language, and look straight into the eyes, because there will be you can say a sign of accomplishment. And if that accomplishment portrays some meanness, because eyes is the reflection of our inside. So if that the eyes shows that reflection, so you have to be alert, and you can make an excuse. Oh, I'm not feeling well. Okay, I cannot go. So deceiving people on a shallow level, that okay, that person is smiling. Okay, that person is rigid. Okay, that person is kind. So these are the shallow level, because they are good actors. They can pretend. But this is your duty, so you understand that, okay, behind this shallow acting, or this shallow level of pretending and giving the impression of being good, or being kind, or being rigid, or being rude, so these are not very important. You have to go deep into the study of a person. If you feel that, okay, I wish or I would like to have a conversation with that person. So my advice is that we cannot say not all the people are bad, not all the people are harmful, not all the even you can say that people who have mental illness, they are you can say they need our sympathy, they need our love. But I am talking about the very rare group of people who reach to that level that they feel good to harm others. I'm talking about that very, you can say, number is this much little, but still, if one gets harmed, so it is, you can say, it is to the family, the whole family, to the nation, it becomes a tragedy. So it is better to avoid the tragedies. And as far as psychologists are concerned and officials are concerned, they should introduce this education on a school elementary level. So when they grow up, they quite familiar of these all signs, so they can protect themselves.